Stephanie Inglis with the Life Realty team. I'm here in Wolfboro, well, technically Brookfield, but at Winnipesaukee Chocolates with Jonathan Walpole. Thanks so much for letting us come and visit your shop here.
Certainly, thanks for coming.
We're so intrigued with the multitasking, so we told him not to stop his wrapping abilities. But so Winnipesaukee Chocolates, how long has it been in business, and can you tell us a little bit about how it started?
We started in 2006. I started doing chocolate when Sally and I were dating, and I needed something for her for Valentine's Day. So I taught myself to make truffles, and it worked. We've been married 22 years now. And so we did that for a long time, just making truffles as gifts for friends and for the holidays and things like that. But we had the idea of doing the chocolate bars, but I had a regular job that paid the bills. And the idea of giving that up to start a business was hesitant. So eventually I had some health issues and I had to stop work for a little while. And we decided that was the time to just try it out. And that was 2006, and 12 years later we're still doing it.
And you've probably grown kind of ever since in certain aspects. And
yeah, we grew for a while. We had a retail shop for about 9 years. And then our daughter had twins out in Seattle, and we wanted the flexibility to be able to go visit her more.
Yeah.
So we decided to close the shop. Most of our business is wholesale anyway.
Yep.
So we kind of, when we closed the shop, business retracted a little bit, but it's one of those things where quality of life was our issue.
Yep.
So we now work less and make a little bit less, but work a lot less.
You're happier.
We're
and
much
you're surrounded
happier.
by chocolate all the time.
Exactly.
Too. I know when we came in, the smell to myself and to Bree it's delicious. I mean, I don't know how, but you said you're immune to it. So
I can't smell it anymore. I can taste it, but I can't smell it.
That's so funny. And so variety-wise, how many varieties are you up to now?
27 different flavor bars.
Wow.
2 of them are private labels just available at Blacks and Butternuts here in Wolfboro.
Yep.
But 25 bars that are available generally.
Wow, and I'm sure like the creativity side was up late at night or in bed thinking of different flavors to combine.
I have lots of ideas, but we have a hard time keeping up with the bars that we have.
Yeah, that's true.
So one thing that we've done this year, we've taken 3 of the flavors that we do that we really like, but they're not huge sellers, and we turn them into a seasonal bar, which means we'll just have them available. We'll make 1 batch a year, and they're there until they sell out.
Yeah.
And then, so what that'll do is that'll free up the ability to maybe add some more.
Exactly.
We want to kind of see how that goes this year. So maybe next year we can add a couple new flavors that we'll do seasonally as well.
That's amazing. And you're doing, you said about 140 days a year, I think you mentioned, you're making bars and doing something to do with wrapping chocolate or of some sort.
Well, we actually work, most of the year we're working 7 days a week, but they're not 8-hour days.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes in the summer or around the holidays or something, there'll be long days. But most of the time we're just working, sometimes it's just an hour or 2. Sometimes it's 6 or 7, but
and it's just the 2 of you.
it's just the 2 of us.
Yeah, which is amazing too.
And
it's great.
as you can see, it's all done by hand.
Yeah, which is definitely an art in itself. What's your most popular flavor?
Sap House Cove, dark chocolate with maple toffee.
And that's actually ironically the one that we decided to use
exactly.
too. Not knowing that too. Great. So yeah, I mean, I know it's a long process, I'm sure, to learn how to do what you're doing too, and we'll definitely get some shots of kind of what you're doing. Can you walk us through the process of making a bar? I mean, everyone's probably a little bit individualized, but
sure. No, the process is pretty much the same. So we have this big melting pot over here that holds 15 kilos, roughly 35 pounds of chocolate. I started it melting last night. Like I say, we have 27 different bars. Every single one has its own base chocolate. We create a different base for each bar. So you can see that whole rack there is all different chocolates. Under this table are all different chocolates. This rack behind us, we have over 40 different varieties of chocolate, from I think 5 different companies. And a bar will be a blend of anywhere from 2 to 5 different chocolates.
oh gosh.
And so, like I said, everyone's different. So I started melting this one. This is our Rattlesnake Island. So I started melting it last night. Just filled the melting pot, covered it up, and left it on to melt. Then this morning I turned it on, I got the wheel spinning, added some more chocolate, and it's been going now since probably about 6:30, 7 this morning.
So it's a much longer process than the average person melting chocolate at home, and
It is mostly because of the volume that we're doing,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to create something that's going to be stable for a long time. So, I mean, I could have started molding this earlier, but I just haven't gotten to it.
yeah.
But it's then now it's set for me to mold. Actually, I have to just do a test taste of it, and then I molded. We have our molds here, so they're all. So we do 3 bars at a time. And they're in here, they take the heat off the melting pot and it blows into here so it warms the molds. So the molds are at the same temperature as the chocolate, so when you add them in, you don't get a shock on it.
Yep.
And I actually fill the molds with 1/3 cup measuring spoon.
Oh my gosh, so it is really all by hand. Very
It really
precise.
is. Yep.
And all of your add-ins and additional flavors, you try to use as many local things as you can too, I know.
We use as much local as we can. We're in northern New England, so that's kind of limiting.
Yep.
All of our nuts are obviously not from here because the only nut that really grows here is a beech nut or black walnut. And black walnut just doesn't work very well in chocolate. It's really tanniny.
Yeah.
But we buy them directly from farms. They're all organic farms. We buy them raw, roast them ourselves. So you can see we've got hazelnuts and cashews and almonds in there. And we'll roast them fresh as right before we're going to use them. And when we're molding the bars, we actually just throw handfuls of stuff into the bowl and then just scoop it out. So the distribution is, we're pretty careful trying to make sure you're getting enough stuff in it.
Yeah.
But the distribution will vary from bar to bar.
I think that's the beauty of handmade.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's certain things that, like when we do with blueberries and pine nuts, and when they're all in the chocolate, I can't tell which is which. So sometimes you'll get more blueberries and less pine nuts.
Yeah.
Because they have density, so some of them will settle down further, and other ones will float up top.
Yeah.
So it's not a science. It probably could be more so, but it's
handmade, like
it's
you
handmade.
said.
Exactly. We're just enjoying ourselves.
And your labels, the art on the label varies from bar to bar, and that's done by a local artist as well, correct?
Yes, most of the bars have the same image actually. It's done by Peter Ferber,
Yep.
who does a lot of lake illustration around here. He's done 4 of the different labels that we use, I think. Three of the labels that we use. Some of them are also antique postcards. For the White Mountains bars that we do, which is just a relabeling, we used antique lithographs from the White Mountains. So just we wanted to make something that was kind of classical, kind of retro. So we use a blue foil instead of a gold foil, which is what, if you remember the old Hershey bars, that was a gold foil with a brown wrapper around it. We want to kind of do that same thing, but because we like to put chunks of things in it, we made the bar thicker.
Yeah.
It makes it a little bit more difficult to eat because it's hard to break.
That's all right.
But we like the contrast of a chunk of fruit or nut or anything against the chocolate, as opposed to, you get the thinner bars, they tend to grind the stuff up finer, so the flavor is more permeated through instead of the contrast.
Yeah. No, I think that's great, and they're all named after different either islands or areas of the lake or local
all
locations.
different features around. And on the back of each bar, there's a little bit of story about that feature and why we chose that flavor to go with
So
it.
it makes it a good gift to someone if they're visiting the area.
Exactly.
Awesome. So where can they find the bars? Local shops, most local shops around Winnipesaukee, gift shops will have them.
Most shops around on the northern side of the lake do. For some reason, from Alton to the Weirs, we don't have any place carrying the chocolate.
Okay.
So on the southern side of the lake, we've had difficulty finding stores that want to carry it. But in Wolfboro, there's Blacks and Butternuts, Stella Luna, mailboxes. In Tuftonboro, I don't think there's anybody in Tuftonboro anymore.
But it's hit or miss.
But
you can find it somewhere.
Skelly's has it.
Yeah.
The Old Country Store in Moultonboro. So around the lake you can find it.
And I'm sure it's a seasonal
Giant
thing.
Gallery.
Oh,
and EM Heath. And you can find it online.
Yep. So and that's seasonal shipment, just
Seasonal
based on
ship,
what,
exactly.
obviously.
Right now it's getting warm and it would melt before it got to you.
exactly. So you got to visit the area if you want to pick up your own bar this time of year.
Exactly.
But no, come check them out. You have a website,
Yep.
and you have a Facebook page as well.
We
or-
do.
Yeah.
So it's Winnipesaukee Facebook page is Winnipesaukee. Just look up Winnipesaukee Chocolates.
Yeah, awesome. And come out and check the local area. And thanks so much for having us.
Certainly. Thank you.
Thanks.